Olympic Ice Hall, a showcase for dreams. Today, an Olympic test event, Trophée Lalique. Three-time world men's champion Kurt Browning. World pairs champions Mishku Tonak and Dmitriev. They compete today on Olympic ice. It's still fall in France, and even though we're in mid-November, the autumn leaves have retained their brilliance. This is the medieval village of Conflans. That church tower, for example, is over 800 years old. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Vern Lundquist, and I'll be your host for figure skating. Conflans began life as a fortress back in the 13th century. It was constructed to protect the town of Albertville. In this spectacular setting, we find the Olympic Park, and in the middle of that park is the ice arena. That's also where we find my partners, Scott Hamilton and Tracy Wilson.
Thanks, Vern. Well, today we get our very first look at where all the Olympic figure skating will take place. And all of our first impressions are excellent. It's a very functional building, a very efficient building. No frills, no skyboxes, just a ton of seats and a great, big, beautiful sheet of ice. We'll also get our first look at the man who is expected to win the Olympic gold medal in men's figure skating, three-time world champion Kurt Browning from Canada, who arrived in Albertville with a very sore back and also expecting to see his chief rivals, Viktor Petrenko of the Soviet Union, the world silver medalist, and Americans Todd Eldridge and Christopher Bowman. But for various reasons, none of those guys showed up. Also trying this facility out for the very first time are world pair champions Mishku Tonak and Dmitriev from the Soviet Union, who came with their chief Soviet rivals Bechky and Petrov. We'll also see American pair skaters Kala Urbanski and Rocky Marvel, who will test their mettle against the top two Soviet pairs. Well, we've talked a little about the physical aspects of this building. For more on the psychological, Tracy Wilson.
This is the backstage area where the all-important mental preparation takes place. A skater is ready to do it physically, but are they ready to do it up here? Before a skater goes out there on the ice to compete, they like to usually find some room somewhere where they can be on their own, where they can get themselves mentally focused and prepared to go out there. Well, this is the only place they have to go. It's cramped, it's small, there's nowhere to hide. For some skaters, this won't affect them, but for others, those who are easily distracted, this can really hurt them. All in all, this backstage area can and will affect how some of the skaters handle the pressure at this competition and at the Olympic Games.